Good morning, folks. This is Trail Warrior coming at you on the Rattle River trail system. I've been up here before. It was 2 weeks before Memorial Day. Couldn't make it to the summit of where I wanted to go because of the snowpack. So I'm back at it again. This will be my first 4,000 foot mountain. So I did some elevation checks this morning as I was sitting in the parking lot. And it was basically I have to climb 3,200 feet. That's my elevation change. And basically it's about the last 1.75 miles where I have to walk, I'm going to say 3,000 feet. This trail is really nice until you get to the second river crossing. And then it becomes a very hard trail to hike. So just a quick little introduction for today. I'm going to shut the camera off until I get up to the area where I had to stop last time because of the snowpack. And I'll be back. All right, folks, I'm back. I've made it past the point of last time I came up here when there was so much snowpack, as I was saying before. The trail definitely isn't any easier. It's dry. I had, the few river crossings. My feet have stayed dried the whole time. They're not wet yet. The rocks aren't slippery. They're all dry. This trail is only 4.2 miles to the top of the trail junction. And the last 1.5 miles of this trail is actually the hardest hike I've ever done before. This is pretty much 70 degree. This is flat, and that's going up the trail. So I've stopped and catch my breath, relax a little. I don't know what it's going to be like when I hit the ridge line. I got another, 3 miles to go. 2.4, I have no clue. Can't remember. But when I get up to the trail junction, I'll stop, have a little chat with you. It's pretty decent up here today. The wind every once in a while will gust. Right now it's gusting. It feels so nice. I've met 2 other hikers this morning. I think one might have got up here to watch the sunrise, and the other one was carrying a heavy pack. Probably an all-nighter, or a few nights out, or he even might be a through hiker. He seemed like he wanted to stop and chat, but I was just kind of tanking along and really didn't want to interrupt my pattern of climbing these stairs. So if you ever been to the gym and they have rotating stairs, this is pretty much what it is for, 1.5 miles. It's pretty tough. But I'll trudge on, 1 foot in front of the other. I actually think I can talk and walk now. Whew, that was tough. Holy cow. Whew. I think I'm right in between 2 mountains right now. The trailhead shouldn't be too far up here. But once when I got done resting down there for a bit last recording, it turned right into a hemlock forest. For me, hemlock forest is absolutely beautiful. So we have some of the trail that's planked and some of it's that's not. So, but I always think about this, folks, is at some point in time, somebody carried these up here. Or, I don't know, they flew them in on a drop, maybe. Whatever it is, there's a lot of work that's done up on these trails at one point in time. And, most of this trail maintenance, especially stuff like this, has been here, I don't even know how many years. Probably longer than I've been alive. So, there isn't any money or funding or volunteers or manpower, I believe, anymore to do any of this stuff. It's too bad. Yeah, right here's the trail junction. I knew I couldn't be too far from it. Look how beautiful it is up here though. Whew. Yeah. So this Rattle River is, what is it, 4.2? And then I've already been over Shelburne, which is 2.7 from here. I came up on it the other side a couple weeks ago. And yes, folks, this is part of the Appalachian Trail. Oh, no, the new sign says 4.5. So I'm going to the right. I'm going 1.5. So what's that? 4, 5, 6. So it'll be basically a 12-mile day today. And the way this looks, I only have 1.5 miles to go, but I'm pretty sure that 1.5 miles is going to be pretty vertical. This is just a plateau in between two mountain peaks. Shelburne is just under 4,000. And I'm just going to say this is 4,000. This way I'm going. I can't say the name of the mountain. Half of these trails and mountains I can't pronounce anyways. So there's no sense of butchering the name of them. I just kind of put it on my phone, take a picture, and so be it. All right, folks. We're going right straight back up again. So I got 1.5 more miles left of this. And then I'm at a 4,000 footer. And that's going to be an accomplishment for me. Definitely the highest mountain I've ever been on. And it won't be the highest, that's for sure. So, until I get to the top. This 1.5 miles, some of it's really hard. Right straight up. But then you have these. You know, when you're hiking 3,200 feet and a few miles, and you actually have level ground, oh, you have the biggest smile on your face. Because this right here is so nice. Just enough time to cool down, get my breathing back in check until the next climb. I just went underneath one of the dangerous trees I've ever seen before in my life. It was crazy. And it wasn't like you just had to scoot underneath it. It was actually, you had to walk down the length of it, and it was just hanging by a thread on a stump where its wind blew it and snapped it in half. It was crazy. But I haven't had a view yet. There's a little trail here off to somewhere. Right there. Probably goes up onto that bald peak right there, so looks like I'm going to go down for a while now. That's no fun. Oh well. This is definitely the hardest hike I've ever done, folks. It's pretty much like this. I'm going to say now it's going to be probably 3 miles. So this one here, I actually got to get down. Oh, sit down. Scoot down. Oh, I hate going up. I mean going down when I'm supposed to be going up. That's funny. There's a white blaze down there. Yeah, that means I'm on the Appalachian Trail, folks. And I'll touch base on that a little bit. It's really always been a dream of mine to be able to walk the Appalachian Trail. And I'm not talking about what I'm doing today. I don't consider this walking. In my mind, and I know everybody's mind's different, so we don't need to argue with me. In my mind, I want to walk it from one end to the other, non-stop. I know physically, no problem. I could easily, I believe, average 20 miles a day. I can average 20 miles a day up here in the Whites whenever I want to. It's not the physical part that's going to bother me. If I ever have the chance to do it, it's a mental game. It's getting up every single morning and walking. You know, whatever you want to walk, if you want to walk, you know, they say if you can walk 8 to 10 miles every single day, then you can walk the Appalachian Trail. So you take me, I'm going to walk anywhere between 15 and say 25, 30 miles a day. So my game plan is every single day, get up. You know, I can easily figure if I get up by 7 o'clock in the morning, I can easily put in my miles if I'm on the trail by then. But most likely you're going to be on the trail a lot earlier than that because the sun's going to wake you up, the birds are going to wake you up. But my mental game would be the loneliness. I would be somebody that would have to walk alone. I don't want to walk with anybody during the daytime because you're always going to have to alter your hike if you hike with somebody. You know, you might have to slow down. You might have to speed up. It's just not your hike. So come the end of the day, I want to be around people. I love people, man. Yeah, I'm really not that grumpy as some people think I am. I absolutely love people. I just hate negativity, mean people, or whatever it may be. So I'd have to stay in like the shelters or the hostels so I could be around people. But I think what I would run into as a problem is I'd outwalk everybody. I'm not going to say everybody, but the majority of the people that want to stay at the shelters and the hostels, there are not a lot of people that are putting in big days, 20 plus days, 20-mile days that are staying at these shelters. So I think I'd just run into them every once in a while. And then, you know, one night I'd hang out with a bunch of people. And then, you know, then I'd probably have to stealth tent somewhere because the shelters are spaced accordingly to people that just want to take a 10-mile day and stop and camp for the night. Shelters and tent sites are pretty much that, my understanding. And the people that I've been watching blog on the Appalachian Trail that are putting in these 15, 20-mile days, they really can't stay at the shelters. They're just not available. I just finished watching a blog of one guy. He just finished, I think, 2 weeks ago. Man, this guy was a freaking, I don't even know. I call myself a warrior. This guy, man, I remember when he went over Mount Washington, he did 30 miles that day, man. He's a walker. But that's my outlook on the Appalachian Trail, man. I would love to do this, but I don't know if I could mentally. It'd just wear me out. But who knows, you know. My game might change years down the road when I have a chance to do this trail. But as of right now, I don't see my mental game being able to handle doing this without some kind of human contact every once in a while. Like, I don't see anybody out here really. So, as you can see, as I was walking, this trail's been pretty sweet for the last, whatever it's been, 7 minutes. But looks like I'm going back up here, so I'll end this video and catch up to you at the top.